Stretch out your right hand. I prophesy to your life.
In the name of Jesus.
Where you've not labored, I said go and reap. It's telling you the situation you are going through. That is a mountain. Then have a faith as small as a mustard seed. I will decree a thing and it shall be established. Yes. Recover.
Amen.
It's not about your age. It's not about your size. The experience is what matters. Today I'm talking on a beautiful topic, maturity. Maturity. Ephesians chapter 4, 13 to 15. 13. Please, can you open your Bible to 1 Corinthians chapter 3, 1 to 3. Deaconess Doris, open your Bible to Hebrews chapter 5, 12 to 13. Daddy, you will read first. Ephesians chapter 4, 13 to 15.
Till we all come to the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of God, to a perfect man,
to
the measure of the status of the fullness of Christ, that we should no longer be children, tossed to and fro, and they carried about with every wind of a doctrine, by the tricks of men.
We should not be we should not be behaving like children that is carried around with the wind of doctrine. You know the wind of doctrine is talking about followers. Follow. This is how they do it here. Fire brigade, you go. Don't be moved by the wind. Be matured. Be a man, be a woman of your own.
Trick it up, man. In the cunning of craftiness, of deceitful plotting, but speaking the truth in love.
But speaking, now, you see, children of God, you know the problem we have in the church. The church is the problem of the church. The church is giving people spiritual sugar, spiritual diabetes. Amen. I refuse to babysit you when you are an adult. Amen. You correct them in love. But the Bible said you will know the truth and the truth will make you free. I don't pamper you when you are doing something wrong. It's maturity. Maturity makes you to love people and tell them the truth. You see, we are full of hypocrites. The church is the problem of the society. The society is not the problem of the church. Not in the church we leave the four walls and know that our job is not in the four walls, it's in the street. The church have not started. So we should stop deceiving ourselves. Listen, let me tell you something. I appreciate you if you are my friend, you tell me the truth. Listen, it's only my friend that can tell me I have a match order. It's better you tell me on time that I have a match order than for me to go out and on occasion they not give me a gum to chew. Listen, as a child of God, you correct people in love. If I see you doing something wrong, I tell you. If you see me doing something wrong, you tell me. That makes us a balanced Christian. It's not by, that's what the Bible said, saying the truth, but what? In love. That is what the Bible refers to what? As maturity. You must get to the point as a child of God. You will be firm. Listen, if I cannot tell you that what you are doing is wrong, who will tell you? Jesus. That's what the Bible said. It said correcting each other with what? Love. The reason we should not yes, correct each other with love. It's part of maturity. Anybody that don't take correction, you might be 100 years, you are a baby. In fact, you are an infant. First Corinthians
chapter 3.
Chapter 3, 1 to 3.
And
I, brethren,
would not speak unto you
as
unto spiritual,
but
as unto carnal.
Listen, I cannot speak to cannot relate to you again spiritual. But unto carnal.
Even as unto babes in Christ. I have fed you with milk.
You like taking milk. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. He said, I have fed you with milk. That means you want to hear. You want to be given what you want to hear. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. I refuse to tell you what you want to hear. Oh my God. I refuse to tell you what you want to hear. I will tell you what you need to hear. Anybody that tells you what you want to hear is not helping you. Don't let them give you spiritual propaganda because they know you like money. They give you 10 hymns of money and they will not tell you that as a child of God, before you make money, you will hustle. You just want to hear. You want to hear all the riches. You want to hear, but you don't want them to tell you that it takes discipline to succeed. If a man of God, listen, if a man of God, if your pastor cannot criticize you, who will criticize you? Finish that reading, sir.
I have fed you with milk.
I have been giving you milk
And not with meat.
and not with meat.
For hitherto ye were not able to bear it.
That is why you see the Christians of today cannot face the challenges of tomorrow, because everything they told you is that you will never face challenges. As a child of God is a lie. You will face problems. The Bible said you go through trials, you go through tribulations. It said be of good cheer. The difference between you and the man outside is you go through it, God is with you. Who told you that as a child of God you will not fail? Is a lie. As a child of God you will go through trials, you will go through tribulations. As a child of God, that is why the Bible said, my enemy rejoice not, for if I fall I shall stand. As a child of God, falling is inevitable. You must fall. You are not a successful man or woman if you've not failed. The reason why people don't succeed, they are afraid to fail. And if you don't fail, you are a failure. Not taking a risk is the greatest risk. When you see, in fact, the people you need to run from in life are the people that don't take risk. Some people, they are so nomadic in nature. They can't anything. And you know what? People that cannot take risks, they are the ones that want to enjoy the fame. They are not risk takers, but they always want to be in the ovation. They want you to go and take the risk. Then when the ovation come, they want, but you cannot. Is everything okay there? But you cannot reap where you have not sown. Come on. You have to reap. You have to sow before you what? Reap. What? Finish up, sir.
Neither ye now are ye able. Verse 3. For ye are yet carnal. For whereas there is among you envying and strife and divisions, are ye not carnal?
You are
and
too
walk as
now
men?
when you see people that are you see, when you see anywhere there is jealousy, backbiting, you are so carnal. Because you are not a target, you are not a go-getter. Somebody that is thinking on and is going to make the next millions tomorrow. Do you think it? Thank you, son. Do you think he's going to have time to even jealous? Somebody that is struggling, that is head, he sits down. Can you imagine 247 that books and everything is on top of my table there? I'm looking for the next button to press. Then we now have time to talk about you. You are not an issue. When you see anybody that is stable in gossiping, they don't have work. Some people, their stability is in jealousy. The Bible said you are carnal. He said you are still dwelling in milk. I used to think that maturity has to do with age. I used to think that the way you grow, that is how you are matured. I never knew that I was just wasting my time. That you can be a baby daddy, that does not mean you are a father. You can be a baby mama, that does not mean you are a mother. There's a difference between a motherhood and a fatherhood. Everybody Everybody can be a daddy, but everybody cannot be a father. Everybody can be mama, but everybody cannot be a mother who sat and washed
my infant head when sleeping on my cradle bed.
So maturity has nothing to do with age. Maturity has something to do with insight. To be matured is a level of things that you see. What have you experienced in life? There are some 19 years old teenager girls, little girls, that have experienced more than 40 years old women. Because what they've seen in life, what they've gone through, has made them strong. There are some young 20 years old boys. You see them, they don't talk too much. They are quiet, they don't talk too much. You know why? They've seen things that even 80 years have not seen in life. That is maturity. Maturity, your level. What have you seen? What makes you qualified to dine with me is to see or experience the kind of thing I've experienced before. I was telling somebody, I said, do you know the reason why I don't entertain fear in my life? I don't entertain any single fear. I used to remember when I was in university, when I was in college in Nigeria, I have seen gone. I've seen them put it in my head. When I was a gang member, I've seen it. So there is nothing new again. So that is why when people see I do the work of God like animal, because I've seen the bad, they go the ugly. So you can see somebody that is 80 years that have not got the kind of experience I have. Don't expect the same results. Maturity has to do with what God has shown you. What have you seen in life? That is why you don't underrate anybody. You don't undermine anybody. You don't know what they are going through. Maturity is boldness and building. I tell people, if 6-pack guarantees you success, everybody would have been in the gym. Maturity. Who is reading Hebrews for me? Oh my God, there's no time. Hebrews chapter 5. Are you there? Put your glass in your eyes. Be fast. Hebrews 5, 12 and 13.
For when,
Uh-huh.
for the time ye ought to be teachers,
Uh-huh.
you have need that won't teach you again,
Uh-huh.
which be the first principles of the oracles of God,
Which be the first principle of the oracles of God. Uh-huh.
and have become such
Uh-huh.
as have need of milk,
Uh-huh.
not of strong milk.
They like milk. My Message Bible said they like milk, they don't like bones. You must get to the point as a child of God. God starts you with milk. You are an infant. But you get to the point that God gives you bones to crack. The bones you crack are the situations you go through. The dry bones that will rise again. The bones you face as a child of God, as a Christian. Don't you know, at times you go through some situations that it takes the faith like the mustard seed for you to stand. The milk cannot do that. The milk cannot do that. The meat cannot even do it. It's the bones. The Bible didn't tell us that dry milk will rise again. It said dry bones. As a child of God, you're going to go through the good, the bad, the ugly. You go through the bold and the beautiful. But your maturity makes you stand out. Why you see Christians today, they fall apart? Because they never taught them that they will fail. We always prepare the church to succeed. We don't prepare the church that, hey, in your plight to run the race of success, you will follow. We don't prepare the church for that. We always tell the church, I saw favor standing beside you. It's not about favor at times. There is favor and failure standing beside you. It depends on the choice you make. There is breakthrough and breakdown standing beside you. It depends on the choice. The pastor should be able to tell the members, hey folks, one of these days you will cry. Because the Bible said everything has its own time and season. It said the time to laugh and the time to mourn. That's your problem. If you don't cry, that means Bible is not complete. There's a time that you will cry. You know, before I came to this country, I thought that, a man does not cry. Men cry. Don't go and kill yourself by holding your emotions. So, if you need to cry, cry it out. In fact, you are crying, that does not mean you are lazy. In fact, at times crying makes you a strong man. It shows that, in fact, your emotions are working. Why is it that some of you cry to your women? You come to where other guys and you do macho. And you cry to this. Please, baby, don't leave me. Where are you leaving me to? I saw Dante crying that day. I will not come aside. I will not. No, it's emotions. Let it out. That does not mean you are lazy. It's maturity. Oh, work and no play. You're too serious, man. Smile a little bit. Maturity is your ability to stabilize situations. Your ability to decide between the wrong and the right. A philosophy said a maturity is an insight that changes man's mentality. An insight that changes man's mentality. Maturity. And you have them in both plants and in animal. You see, when animals are not growing, they say they have stunted growth. They are not maturing. You see, if you don't mature at this your age, you have spiritual stunted growth. If as a child of God, what you'll be doing 4 years ago is what you are still doing, go and repent again. Maturity. You will grow from the level of not drinking milk to eating bones. When God started with the Israelites, He started giving them manna. You know, we belong to the realm of Christians that love manna. Manna. God, some people listen. Christianity is not a litmus test to be lazy. Where will my help come from? My help will come from God Almighty. Hey, go and walk. The only thing God Almighty will give to you is insight and your ability to walk and not be weary. It started with the Israelites when they left Egypt. It started giving them manna. They eat manna. If you observe in the journey of life, the manna started getting up. It got to a point, He took away the manna for them. And He said, go and cook yourself. And they failed because they were unable to cook, because the manna has destroyed them. When you like manners too much, you become mannerless. If all you seek for is to be in other people's business, then you will be a busybody. When you see people that put their mouth in people's business too much, they are always busybody. They don't have time for themselves. Their food always got burnt in the kitchen. Because if they are not WhatsApping, they are calling. If they are not calling, they are sending text message. If they are not telling, they are Facebooking. If they are not Facebooking, they are Twittering. If they are not Twittering, they are Instagramming. There is something that always takes their time. Immaturity. I don't know when last I watched news. And some people, they know all the channels. I didn't say it's not good. I didn't say it's bad though. Be creative in listening to it. Don't just watch, listen to the channel that will make you money. Some people cannot even decide what to watch or what to do. Stretch out your right hand. I prophesy to your life.
In the name of Jesus.
Where you've not labored, I said go and read. It's telling you the situation you are going through. That is a mountain. Then have a faith as small as a mustard seed. I will decree a thing and it shall be established. Yes. Recover.
Amen.
It's not about your age. It's not about your size. The experience is what matters. ladies and gentlemen, if you are doing party in this church, don't say pastor is selfish. I have an MC. If I see any other MC, I will not come to your party. This is the time that we need to try to bring ourselves together. I have up to 2 people that does tax in this place. If you fight tax for another place this year, and now see you have anything, or you have anything that has to do with disability, I hear say you carry and go anywhere, you are in soup. Yeah, we have to learn how to appreciate ourselves before other people will appreciate us. I have a barber here, and you go and barb your hair aside, you get palapala. La pala. Cro. Compliment, appreciate yourself, so that people will know that we are community in the church. They will see we are getting rich. They don't know how we are doing it. We are turning our income around. When you see this person can do it, listen. That is not a criteria to do a bad job. They say, oh, I will take it to my church. It's my church member. I am not a shorty for anybody. You will do it very well, and they will patronize you. The money will go to you, go to your member, go to you, go to your member. You pay your tithe in the church. It makes the church to be strong.
True.
You know that some people do. You want to do a party. You go and, if I see you, I will not attend. Or if I attend, I will not eat. I will ask you, I say, where is Dante? Yeah? So why don't you invite him? Because if those people take 500, you can use $300 to beg Dante. That does not mean he's bringing down his standard. He will do it because of pastor. Because of my pastor, let me do it. That money will come to him. He will use that money to feed his children. You've just sold into a life. You does insurance, Abby? You see, pretty with a gold hair. Stand up, my dear. Loving you is a crime. I want to be a criminal. She does. You see, look at her hair. At this age, you are so pretty. You look good. Sit down, ma'am. You look like my mother. She does insurance. Appreciate them. You need any question about insurance? Ask them. Don't go and start gossiping up and down. You see that? You see, pastor was just looking at her. Should I look at you? Maturity. Be matured in every aspect of your life. Be matured. Anybody that is mature, don't judge. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. For you to be a child of God, one of the major criteria is to be fair. Know how to balance situations. Know how to balance things. Know how to bring the good and the bad together and bring something out of it. Why are you trying to be somebody else? Some people, their level is supposed to be in Ross, and they are shopping in Macy's. They will fall. Very. Ask them. I'm so proud of you too. 7 years ago, 7 years ago, where do I buy clothes from? Downtown. I do lay away. Shine suit. And when I wear it, you that put on suit of 3,000, I will intimidate you. It's level. Then you will buy 5 suits for $700. I'll still do lay away. I'll be paying 50. And when you see me with those, I love shiny things. You are putting on 5,000 suits, I will intimidate you. Because at that time, that was my level. I will not, because I want you to appreciate me and go and enter debt. What did they do you? Be matured. Weigh things. Some people, they've lied to the people that will help them. Somebody that can help you, you they phone for the person. Are you an homo? Somebody that can help them. They have financial issues. They will it's not maybe I have that issue. And can you just give me 200? Let me add to this. Tomorrow I'll give. Tell me you need it, I will give you. You see, they are hiding their pains to the person that can help them. They are not matured. Pride goes before fall. Anybody that will fall will start to proud. When you now start ranking yourself, some people look at themselves as a child of God. For you to be matured, you must bring down yourself to nothing. Bring down yourself and let God lift you up. You see the things that you are doing that you think you know how to do. There are 100 people that can do it more than you. You are doing it is grace. And if you don't take this grace, the grace, God will disgrace you. Anything you do it well. Don't add, Without me, they cannot, and God will replace you. Nobody is indispensable, including the prophet. Nobody. I want you to understand, if I grow older and I die tomorrow, if I die on Sunday, that does not mean they will not do service. They kick the cups at the side. Service goes on. So nobody is indispensable. So if you are there and God place regard on you, hold that regard very well before God disregard you. Maturity makes you say the things of God. Who are you? Some people, so many people want to be where you are, but they are in the grave. But all you do, you are not looking up yourself because God has blessed you. Don't you know God can take that thing you have? That thing that you think you have, God can take it from you. If you don't know how to use it, God will take it from you. So I want you to understand, if God, I told you, anything God gives to you is to wipe away tears from somebody's eyes. If God gives you money, don't hold it to yourself, and don't look other people to be rubbish. Because the people you look at to be rubbish today, if care is not taken, they will be the one to stand for your children. Maturity makes you decide well. Maturity makes you understand balancing. Maturity makes you take the right decision. Maturity don't makes you look at your chest. Listen, if you give anybody food, thank God, is a privilege. Because the one that you are giving food, you are not better than that person. You just have opportunity more than that person. Please, ladies and gentlemen, be matured. Don't live by everybody. Sit down and say, God, these things you give to me, do I merit it? Maturity makes you do that. Maturity makes you look at God and say, why are you so mindful of me? When you see anybody that says, without me you cannot do anything, the person is mature. The person is proud. One day God will humble them. Because the person is taking the place of God. Without me, can you feed? If I'm not the one that is giving you food, can you eat? God will soon humble you. Because you are giving that person food, God is praying for you. But when you now rub it in that person's face, then God is against you. I want you to understand something. If you have the ability to give, keep on giving. Because it's better to give than to receive. Listen, I tell you something every day in this church. When people believe they are using you, be happy. Because God will always put you in the position that you will be dead and they will always use you. And anybody they are using, always go up. Stretch out your right hand. I prophesy to your life.
In the name of Jesus.
Where you've not labored, I said go and reap. It's telling you the situation you are going through. That is a mountain. Then have a faith as small as a mustard seed. I will decree a thing and it shall be established. Yes. Recover.
Amen.
It's not about your age. It's not about your size. The experience is what matters.